Hey YouTube, friends and family, Fast Eddie here. I'm hoping you can hear me being outside with this windy day. But I got a new tool here, or toy, whatever you want to call it. It's an Arccaptain. It is a MIG welder. It is a 130 machine. I'm going to go into a little bit of why I purchased this welder, because I don't really need more welders until I started doing some welding job outside of my shop, out in the field, let's say, and required a little more welding capabilities of being able to weld thicker metal is what I'm trying to get at. My 110 that I was using, because I do not have a, let's say, a portable generator welder. I just pack along my 110 in a bottle, and it gets to be a pain in the butt. So I've been following this company, Arccaptain, for over a year, and I'm amazed with all of the features that they offer in their welders for the price that they're selling them for. Yes, they are a Chinese company, and in fact, a lot of your companies that you buy a lot of your stuff, tools, whatnot, are Chinese. In some way, something is Chinese about them, whether it's, something that has to be molded, or in an aluminum foundry of, overseas, or or this. I think this whole unit here comes from China, from the research I found, sold here in America. This is a 130 machine. It is an inverter welder. It uses newer technology that uses the AC current and converts it to DC. In the reviews, I have not used it yet. I have not even opened the box. In the a lot of the reviews in this videos that I found from other people using it, I have a lot of YouTubers that I follow that praise this. Not maybe this particular machine, but this company. They sell a lot of different models. This wasn't one that I was originally interested in until I started doing a railing job that I'm working on presently at this time. So I'm getting off subject of what this machine is. It is a 130 MIG welder that is flux core only. I wanted to get away from using a bottle because I'm outside. It gets windy. I'm getting tired of transporting a larger bottle around with me that weighs over 100 pounds. It's challenging to unload it and move it wherever I need to weld. Plus I have a couple different 110 welders that and they're all much heavier than this thing. This thing is so light. So who knows how long it's going to last? I paid less than $100 for this thing, so they retail for more than that. New, I want to say they're probably around the 150 range, but this one was a previously owned one, and the company reboxed it. So we're going to open it up and let you take a look at it, and then I'm gonna do some welding with it and let you know what I think of it. So let's get it opened up here. So before I open it up, I just remembered this knife was given to me for my 30 years of service of working. So this is a Benchmade knife. See there? They got my name inscribed onto it. 30 years service. I actually worked there longer than that. There's where I used to work. It is a it's got a locking blade on it. It's kind of hard to work with one hand. It's an easy opening, so sometimes when I want to open it, I can open it with one finger and then just quick flip and it's open. So these are a very sharp knife. Benchmade is a top quality knife. It's got a nice belt clip on it there, or pocket clip, whatever you want to call that. So yeah, I just thought I'd show it to you guys. Okay, let's unbox this here. Kind of hard to do with one hand. Finding out how skilled I am with a knife and a phone in the other hand. kind of a funky little brush. Let's see if I can just pull it right out of the box. Boy, that thing is light. So, there's my hand. Look how small that thing is. The thing is tiny. Comes with a roll of wire. Flux cord, naturally. Hey, no, bring that back here. Yep, we still got a puppy. Alright. So 030, I bought a roll of 0352. It's hard to tell the what do I say, the gauge of metal that it'll do, the max amount of thickness of steel that it'll weld. So I'm hoping that it does good with 3/16 because I'm welding a lot of Schedule 40 pipe, building a railing, and I was having a lot of difficulty with penetration with the other 110 that I had. I actually I like Miller. I have a Miller 110. I have larger Miller machines too, and then I have a cheap Century, which is a 130 amp. The Miller 110 is a 140 amp, and the 130 isn't quite as hot as the 140, but you know, those machines are really just limited to sheet metal. I mean, if you start doing much of anything more than tacking with I would, in my honest opinion, 1/8 inch is about the limit. I wouldn't say that I'd be comfortable doing much more than a tacking with 3/16. So, and being out in you know, out in the field welding pipe, it was really challenging getting the penetration that I needed. I knew that, you know, this was not cutting it. So this is the gun that it comes with. It looks all right. I mean, I'm not expecting a lot. It looks like the lead is not removable. That's what I've also read in the reviews, that this was not. This does unthread though, so I wonder if this can come unplug. Nope, that's just a collar. That's a sleeve to protect the wiring. So it does not unplug. So you see you have 3 wire settings. Wow, 040, 035, and 030. And then you have, well, I don't really think this thing does. I didn't know it did TIG. It's got a TIG spot for TIG welding, stick welding, and then wire feed up there. Huh. I didn't remember that. So this is the ground lead. Oh, there's the stick welding lead. So I believe what I've read in the videos is the ground lead goes in the positive side, and it just has a plug that just plugs in there. So we'll probably do a little more reading on the manual, see if that's correct, if it tells me. Oh, it looks like we got some stickers. Look at that. Stickers. Arccaptain. You do get one extra tip, hopefully. I mean, is there a tip in here? Yeah, there's a tip in there. And I believe there's a difference between the tips from flux core to shielded gas. So You know, actually this is my, actually there's another tip. So we've got 3 tips. And you got this little carrying strap, which, I don't know, hooks right there. Let's open up the top, get my finger out of the way of the camera. Not much to it. That's where your wire would go right there. So you can see you're not going to get any more than a 2-pound roll of wire on there, but this is not a machine that I plan on doing a lot of welding with. Just small jobs, you know, out in the field. I think it's going to help me a lot. I'm hoping it's going to help me a lot in doing small welding jobs. I don't actually take on jobs, you know, get me away from doing my own projects. I got involved with doing this one job, and this guy really liked my work. I built him a metal tree. I don't know if it's on my other videos or not, but it's a metal tree that it goes up about 14 or 12 feet. You can take it apart so that you can take it down and do maintenance on or whatever, but he hangs birdhouses in it, so he really liked it. And then he needs some handrail made around his place. He's got a care home, so that's what I've been working on. And I needed a machine that was a little more versatile than what I have. So if anybody knows anything about flux core versus shielded gas, a flux core machine normally will weld thicker material. So it's got something to do with the shielding that's on the wire. Somehow that's allows, you know, more penetration. So yeah, I'm kind of excited, you know, to try out this Arccaptain welder. It might be my first Chinese welder. I'm not sure. I don't know where centuries are made. Who knows? Maybe part of Miller's are made in China. I have my doubts, though. I had a friend years ago that was he was a mechanic for a company, for a welding company, and he was he did all the maintenance on Miller machines in my area, and he schooled me on the welders to have. He told me that, and this was, I would want to say, late 90s, maybe 2000. He said the best machine that you can own would be a Miller 200, Miller Maddox, the early ones. He said it was just like a base model Miller 250, just, you know, not as much amperage. He said just stay away from the digital machines. Things start happening to them. So maybe someday I'll do a video on different welding machines that I have. All right, we'll get to doing some welding with it and let you know how it works. So the welds on this Arccaptain 130 that I've just got here, I'm very impressed with. Like I said, the flux core machine welds a lot hotter than a gas shielded, and I found that out first time that it's very true. I have my amp settings at 80, and any hotter than that, it was burning through. This is Schedule 40 pipe. I thought it was around 3/16 approximately thick. I'll be cleaning it up here because it's a railing, give it smooth so you're not getting your hands snagged on boogers. But that's some good penetration right there. I wasn't even been able to make half that good of penetration when I had my gas shielded 130 amp machine out here. So I'm highly impressed. There's another shot of another one there. So yeah, I'm excited about this machine. It's a game changer for me. And that thing there is no bigger. It's smaller than a lunchbox. And it's so light. You could just pack it with you wherever. It weighs nothing. And no gas is a big plus. So Arccaptain, I'm pretty impressed with this machine, what it costed, and what it does. Again, I mentioned earlier that it's DC, not AC, that it uses. I don't know if the cheaper machines are AC. I've never really looked into that part of it, but I noticed this machine the spatter on it is quite a bit quieter, and it's less spatter. So that's a clear indication that it is DC. Not just by going what others been saying, but it is. So yeah, really happy with that machine. So, and I'm not paid to say that. So all right, guys, have a good one.